Hey children, I want to use the time in this video lesson to teach you how to write sentences, complete sentences, with correct capitalization and punctuation. I want you to learn how to write sentences properly so people can understand your writing when they actually read it, and so your writing is clear. If you need to click on this hyperlink over here to remember and get a refresher on what the word fastidious means, please do so. Otherwise, follow all four of these directions. It's important that you read them. And then please also take a look at these 5 strategies that I'll be modeling to you. I'm going to list them off right here. I'll be modeling to you in this video lesson, starting the sentence with a capital letter, using a subject like a noun in the sentence, using a verb in the sentence, capitalizing any proper nouns, which I'll refer to later in the video, and then ending the sentence with punctuation, like a period. So I'd like you to watch me write some sentences here, okay? Every sentence begins with a capital letter. In the what to do column, my task is write a sentence that explains who the most fastidious person in your family is. So let's begin this with a capital letter. I'm just going to kind of do a TTQA and take the language from the question and use it in my answer. Who is the most fastidious person in your family? So I'll start like this. The most fastidious person. Already I started with a capital T. Okay? And I'm using the parts of the question. Who is the most fastidious person in your family? The most fastidious person in my family is. Now notice nothing's been capitalized except the beginning of the sentence. The most fastidious person in my family is. So I'm going to finish this. Now, I want you to know a couple of things here. Now, do we have a subject? No, this is not really a sentence yet. We need a subject in the sentence. I'm just going to make up a name here. Is Charles. Okay. The most fastidious person in my family is Charles. Now I have a subject. A subject is the noun of the sentence. There is a verb in the sentence. We've got the is verb. Okay, so the is a verb here. I'm going to write another sentence. Explain why you wrote this. Why is Charles the most fastidious person in my family? I don't really have anyone named Charles in my family. I'm just using that as a model. And I want you to see, I wanted to use somebody's name. The C in Charles is capitalized because it's a proper noun, and we capitalize the names of people. Okay, let's explain why Charles is the most fastidious. So again, now notice, I want you to see what I did here. After I put the period, I hit the space bar because after a period, you're supposed to hit the space bar to start the next sentence. And I'm going to start with he, which is a pronoun for Charles, and it's capitalized. He is. Now we've got our subject. He is the verb. I don't have to use is as my verb. I can use something like this. He prefers. This is another verb. He prefers only. So we've got my subject, my verb, starting with a capital letter. He prefers only to eat at, and I'm going to name a restaurant, and it has to be capitalized because it is a proper noun. He prefers to eat. He prefers only to eat at Taco Bell. And notice the T in taco is capitalized, the B in Bella is capitalized as well because these are proper nouns. They have to be capitalized. This is showing he's fastidious because he doesn't eat anywhere else. And I can continue that. I'm going to add some variants to the sentence. I'm not going to start with he all the time. I could say he this and he that. I'll just use his name again. Charles is very fussy about where he eats. And I've got Charles, a subject, is the verb. We'll do one more, and then this video is going to end. Write a sentence or sentences that describe how a fastidious person would make his or her bed, or just write a sentence that uses the word fastidious in it. Let's do that. Let's start with this one. I'll start my sentence with a capital letter. There are people I know that are fastidious. Okay. So in this sentence, I started with a capital T. There are people. I is the subject. That's me. I'm the subject of sentence. And guess what? The verb is know. I know. So we've got a sentence. There are people I know that are fastidious. I could even start something like this. I know. We've got our subject, capital. The first word of the sentence, or first letter of the first word starts with a capital letter. I know that my brother is fastidious. Period. Hit the space bar, capital H. He visits only a few parks a year. So I've got the he subject, visits verb, end my sentence with a period. So then I can say, he is fastidious about where he likes to have fun. And I'm going to end it with another period. So these are some tips. I want you to try to write sentences like me. Thanks and bye.